all Google Ads experts know that the negative keyword targeting is very important to stop your budget wastage. But not everyone knows that how to do it. There's a common mistake that people do. For example, let's say you have a business of mobile tire fitting one, and in which you go and repair the tire. But let's say you have search terms like this: tire repair near, tire shop near me, tire shop near me, tires shop near me, or tire shop near me open now, something like this. We have a word shop. We might think like this person is looking for the shop, not for a mobile tire repair service. So that's why we might think of adding it as a negative keywords, but that's not how you do it. First, we will have to understand what generated this search term. Why do we have it here? That's why I generated this document, or you can say this landing page. And as you can see right in the start, I'm saying understand the root cause. To understand the root cause, first we will have to understand what is generating these negative keywords. What sort of negative keywords can we have? They can be generated based on the match type. If we have a broad match keywords, then we might see a keyword like running away from problems. For this is going to be the search term. We might see a search term like running away from the problems for a keyword like running shoes. Similarly, we might choose the wrong category, the keyword. For example, if we are selling premium products, we can make it like we can add a keyword like cheap laptops. And the third category is we might not block all the competitors, and then we might be selling a different service and offering something else, or maybe targeting something else in the keywords, or maybe geographic misalignments like targeting the wrong areas, or maybe the intent misalignment. For example, if we are selling something, then targeting the keywords based on the informational search intent. Usually this is very common. We see these sort of negative keywords everywhere. But let's say we found a few keywords. How are we going to approach next? We can add a keyword as negative keyword on campaign level and ad group level, or maybe we can stop a keyword itself so that we don't generate more search terms for those that particular keyword. And then we have an option of adding a keyword as negative, and adding a negative keyword as exact match or phrase match or the broad match. So three settings here. Which one is going to be applied for us? Which one are we going to use? So for that, I have a framework. Just follow this framework, and it is going to be super easy for you. First of all, we need exact data to look at. For that, you will go to report editor, not search terms data report. You will go to report editor and then create a search term report and then add a keyword column. For example, if you have a data like this where you are just seeing the search term, it's wrong. Don't look at it. Find a data in which you can also look at the search keyword that generated this keyword, and then in the next step, organize it on the basis of important keywords. And obviously, the keywords with maximum spend are going to be the most important ones. For that, we can organize it on the basis of cost. But here, there are two more factors. The keywords that have more impressions are the ones that Google think they are good for your business. But the keywords with more clicks are the ones that people think are more related to your business. So you have two different types here. Analyze it accordingly. I'm gonna prefer to analyze based on the impressions, not clicks, because I am trying to manipulate Google, and this is what Google thinks. Google think that Google is giving importance to these keywords, and then I'm gonna start looking at the keywords. Before even looking at the keyword, I have done some sorting. I have extracted the right data. Without it, my approach is going to be wrong. Anyways, if I'm moving forward, As you can see, these three keywords, these four keywords are being generated with just one search keyword. Instead of adding it as a negative keyword, I'm gonna stop this search keyword so that I don't generate any keyword related to the shop. But here, this tire repair keyword, this tire shop near me, this search term is being generated with this keyword. Now, we are seeing a search term having shop in it being generated by a search keyword that does not have shop in it. That means I need to add this as a negative keyword. But should I add it as a broad match keyword or phrase match or exact match? Mostly people will add it simply as the exact match, but I will pick the word shop, and instead of adding this whole keyword as negative keyword or negative broad match keyword, I'm gonna add just word shop as broad match so that wherever Google sees the word shop, it does not show our ad. If I add this as a negative keyword, I'm also asking Google not to show ads on all the keywords having near me. So that is why we have to vigilant here. We have to analyze it properly. So that's why I mentioned this here. We need to understand the broad match type. If we are adding something as a broad match and it has any of the word that is important to us, I'm not gonna add it as a broad match keyword. So in the next phase, layer your negative strategy. This is it's like, should I add it as ad on ad group level or on campaign level? Where should I add? And then implement high impact keywords first. In the first 2 weeks, don't add all of the keywords at once. First, add a few ones and then wait for a couple of weeks and then add more. That's a mistake that even though everything is making sense to me, if I had a lot of keywords as negative, my campaign is gonna stop. Google is gonna be like, oh, where should I go now? Where should I show ads? So competitor intelligence, before even starting, before if even you launch the campaign, you can even add a few keywords there as well. So that's how you do it. Anyways, this is a checklist, a quality control checklist. Just go through it before you add any keyword as negative. If let's say, as you can see, there are 4 conversions. This keyword has given me 4 conversions. Should I add it as a negative keyword or not? If I add it as a negative keyword, I'm not gonna get these 4 conversions again, or maybe any conversions from the people who search something like this and then they want some mobile repair shop. So for here right now, I need to understand, where do I stand? Where does this business stand? This particular business is looking is does not want to spend budget on testing. They need conversions from the people who are actually interested. So I'm not gonna target this shop. I'm gonna add this as negative keyword, but let's say after 3 months or 4 months, I'm getting good conversions. I have targeted all relevant keywords. Now I will remove this word shop from my negative keywords in a campaign where I'm not spending a lot. So that's what I mean by when I said first confirm if you have 0 conversions or not, because your strategy can be changed based on this information. So just like that, there are a few more points, and there are a few common mistakes that you should avoid. First one is very simple. If you see a keyword, do not add it as if you see a wrong keyword, do not add it as a negative keyword. First, check what triggered this keyword. That's what this page is about. The whole page is about. Anyways, you can read the rest. Because if you go on the top and see where how I started, I said negative keywords targeting goes beyond simply blocking unwanted search terms. Expert level negative keyword strategy requires understanding the root cause. You must understand it and then don't immediately react. Then generate irrelevant traffic, then implement a systematic solution that prevent the future issues. Again, focus on systematic solution that I provided in this video. That's it. Take care. Bye.